Today's Spotlight is brought to you in part by presenting sponsor, Busey Bank. Busey, your dream, our promise. Welcome back to Spotlight. I'm your host, Jane Wynette. I'm joined now by Brittany Sterling and Tricia Fragen of Basic Dignities. So welcome.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
Well, we're excited to get an update on your project because, I know this is important work that you're trying to accomplish. So I'm going to start with you, Tricia. Talk a little bit about Basic Dignities, remind our viewers about what it's all about.
No problem. We've been around for a year and just a few months, so this is our first project that we're working on, and our goal is to work on significant problems that will change the lives of a community. It could be something related to clean water, healthcare, food and shelter, education, access to the things that everyone should have access to. Our current first project is a water project in Uganda for the people of the Kisima village that are in Lake Victoria, and they currently get all of their water from Lake Victoria. So that is one of the most polluted water sources in the world, so it's not a very good situation for them. We've also had some interesting opportunities lately with everything going on in our own country, and we're able to ship 6 pallets worth of medical supplies for families in Houston. Because they have such a huge medical community, there are a lot of people there for the health care for their kids, so we sent pallets down there, and we provided water and various forms of concentrated nutrition, so Ensure and Pediasure and protein bars, as well as tampons down to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, because it's important.
It is. These are the important basic things that everybody should have, and it was nice to be able to step away for a moment to help our own country as well as those on the international basis.
Well, I applaud you for that. And I think that's, wrapped up in your name, dignity, and yes, that's important. It's very fundamental. Talk a little bit about Uganda and how you were motivated to think about the project there.
Well, a lot of that has to do with Brittany. She and I met through a different nonprofit, and she happens to be an environmental engineer and very, very knowledgeable. And I'm a big fan of leveraging the amazing talents that people have and networking those to make good things happen for the world. So it's mostly, the first project was about leveraging what she knows, and she's also done 2 other water projects, so she brings a lot of experience to it. So
give us a little bit more detail on that.
Yeah, sure. So I've worked on 2, and they're both in Kenya. And so one of them, we went in and we did a design for an orphanage. So my focus was really on the water and wastewater elements of our orphanage. And so, we designed small housing units for about 60 orphans. And then I really focused on making sure that they had clean water at the facility and also that there was a safe way to dispose of waste. And then the other project I worked on in Kenya, we were working with an existing well and we were installing water treatment on the well to help eliminate issues of waterborne illnesses that they were having at the school.
Okay. Now, when you're working on things like that, are you working with local organizations that partner with you?
Absolutely. So one of the most important things about working in a community where the culture is really different is making sure that you have local people that have buy-in in the project and they are excited about what you're doing and they're going to maintain whatever you design, construct, and build. So that's one of the first things that we always look for is making sure that we have, the community or a community leader or a school or someone who's kind of our point of contact.
Okay.
Who will kind of help guide us through the more sensitive cultural issues and making sure things are implemented successfully.
Okay. Now, I have what might be a kind of a silly question, but how do you find out about these needs? I mean, obviously we're all connected by the web, but how have you found out about the projects that you've been involved with?
This one specifically, I did the research looking for a partner organization, and in fact I started looking in the United States first and really didn't find anyone who wanted to do the project. They wanted us to collect money for them, but not to get involved and do the project. And it's like, well, I've got someone knowledgeable. I don't want to just fundraise. We want to implement as well. So I went online and I found an organization that's actually in Uganda that's been doing these projects in partnership.
Okay.
And they actually pre-screen the communities. They provided us with some options of communities that needed water projects done, and we discussed the options, and we selected this particular village partially because it is a very young community. Most of the older adult population was wiped out by disease, and so children took over families, and they started having their own children younger.
Right.
And was it 60%, 70%?
I think it's 80%.
80% of the community is considered youth.
Wow.
And the life expectancy is, I'm basically at the end of my life as far as they're concerned.
Okay.
Because of the various different challenges of working with horrible water and not having systems for waste. And this is part of what we're going to do, is not only bring in the clean water, but we're going to do health and hygiene training.
Okay.
And our partner organization in Uganda will stay with them for a year to make sure that they know how to maintain the water system that we put in, to help make sure that they are moving forward with all the things that we talk about.
Okay. So now, obviously, that doesn't come for no money. So how are you working on funding that, Tricia?
We've had some great fundraisers lately. We do, right now we're relying entirely on public support for that. We have not yet gotten a grant, although we'll keep trying, but we are relying on individuals to donate to us. Brittany hosted a 5K in Southern Illinois.
Okay.
A water run, so it was a lot of fun. You got to run through water.
Okay.
And she did a great job with that. A couple of weeks ago, we just hosted a concert in Lombard. I was just in awe. I sent out an email that just said, hey, let's throw a concert. I'm very honored to be connected to lots of wonderful musicians in the area. And we got great support, and we had a concert at Lombard Mennonite Church. And we had a really good response to that.
Okay.
And we've just been doing some online social media opportunities where if you make a donation once a week, anyone who's donated that week goes into a drawing for a cool prize that Brittany has been arranging for us.
Okay.
And we're just going to keep plugging away. We're about halfway to our financial goal.
Okay.
And we'd really like to see people step up their donations between now and the end of the year so that we can get this project done.
Okay.
Because there are other projects waiting to be done as well, and we are very excited to make such a significant difference for this community.
Because you need to be fully funded before you can start that
Correct.
work. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. And you're set with your partner organization, so it's just a matter of getting the money so that you can get going.
Exactly.
Okay. So how can the viewers help? Obviously, they can donate.
Donate. Host your own fundraiser for us. Do something coming into the holidays, Thanksgiving, great opportunities to be grateful for the amazing access we all have to water. How many times do you forget to turn the water off while you're brushing your teeth? A luxury that so many countries don't have.
Yeah.
So if you just encourage people, you make a jar, put it in your own house. Every time you forget to turn the water off, when you're doing something else, you throw a quarter into the jar.
Okay.
End of the month.
I like that.
Donate it to us.
Yes, we're doing a little water preservation and we're raising some money.
And it drives awareness to the fact that we do have this luxury, that there are people in the world that are completely lacking in our access to clean water that comes right into our house. Even the community we're helping, the water's not going to go into their homes.
Right.
And they will treasure every drop of it.
Okay. Brittany, have you got anything coming up as we wrap up?
Sure. So like Tricia was saying, we just finished up kind of our October online fundraiser where we were raffling things off on Facebook. But we always make sure that we post all of our fundraisers and our events on our Facebook and on our website.
Okay.
So I have a couple things in the works, a couple new ideas we're kind of getting our details settled on. And so we hope viewers that will check back there and kind of look at everything we have coming up and hopefully participate. So.
Well, wonderful. Well, we wish you all the best. We know you're working hard to get this done, and it's a good cause. Thank you for stopping by. And if you would like to find out more about all the ways you can help Basic Dignities, please go and visit their website. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. We're coming right back with more Spotlight.